Yeah, it has to be with the. Hi, we're about to begin, guys. Yeah.
Y lo que salga, que salga. So, this is live, so don't worry about it.
The computer.
Things are
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Are you guys?
To carry around, it's much harder to manage them.
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
You do? Yes, here we go.
So which
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Elisa dice que no veo.
All right. Okay. Oh, hey guys, we're streaming live.
Okay, throw that. Can you use it with that one?
No. Yeah, it is. Because everybody else is using the link and hey guys. Here we go.
I'm bringing some audience. Oh! All right. And they can try our food too. If you don't like it, just pretend that you do, right?
Yes, we are the player.
Right. Okay, 4 minutes. Swear to me that you be. Oh, right. You have to keep. Paola. Where's the camera?
It's here. Me.
Oh, I see something. You need to bring it down a little bit. You guys want to live? You want me to still do this?
Yes.
So you tell me when we start.
Now we're live.
We're live?
Yeah.
Do it. Let's do it.
It is. It is. Oh no. We have. You want to wait 2 minutes?
Yeah, let's wait a minute. Yeah. So we can get more people to join us. Okay, 2 minutes. And I'm gonna count 5.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'm gonna. Yes, Miss Director.
Okay. Anybody who's watching, could you guys let us know in the chat box if you can hear us clearly? We're not sure if this microphone is
Working.
being awesome.
People that are talking farther away.
Can you
Can you
hear
hear the people that are next to
We
us?
should give them the link to. Are you sending it to them? Yeah, because we have more audience.
But you have to make sure
Do you send it to them?
You could, you know what you can do? You can cast it to the TV
Oh, yes, I can.
and then mute it. Yeah.
Oh. Put on the rock? You can have on the TV? I think the TV is gonna go. It's gonna take. Okay, Mama, send it to you. Okay. Can you see it? Do you see it?
What did you have to make it work on the? No, put it in Facebook. No. Did you say it on Facebook? You said?
The event is on Facebook, but if you just click on the link, you should. If you click on the link, you should see that.
Okay, 6 p.m. Yep, we got this.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
There's an echo.
Mofongo Jelly Bean Production. Escena 1, take 1.
There you go. All right, people, we are live from Orlando. All right, so here we go.
Hi, how are you? My name is Maritza Torres-Bolam, and I'm the proud lead of the best pod in the whole world, the Jelly Bean Pod. And we are from the Bowman Schoolhouse, and we teach Spanish. So tonight for you, we're going to cook a rich mofongo. But before we do that, I want to introduce you to the best teachers at FLVS. Go ahead.
So my name is Miss Yasmin Cruz. Hi, everybody. Oh, there's some people in the chat box already. So hi, Caitlin. Hi, Mr. Boltman. All right, so this here is Paula Vargas. She also teaches Spanish in the Boltman Schoolhouse, and this is actually her phone. She's crazy enough to let us be here doing this. This is
Miga Milanese, happy to be here. Christina Bruton, happy to be here.
Summer Hooten, happy to be here.
okay. So, and we want to give a shout out to the jelly beans that weren't able to be here today. Amy Lukey, Abby Felon, and Elisa Ramos. We love you and we miss you. We miss you so very much.
All right, so now while we're cooking a mofongo, let's take a look at these pictures. A few months ago, with our pod, and we invited our principal, Mr. Craig Baldman, and he wanted to be there with us, but he didn't know what to order from the menu. We went to a Puerto Rican restaurant. He had no idea what to order, and we told him, just go ahead, order the mofongo, you're gonna love it. He did, he tried it, and you know what? He loved it. Mr. Baldman, he absolutely loved it. And you know what? We want you to love it too. So join us. So you learn how to prepare the best mofongo in the whole world.
All right. So let me give you a backstory on mofongo. Mofongo is actually a dish from Puerto Rico, and it's really easy to make. You all can do it. So we're going to show you what the ingredients are. Very basic.
Very, very basic ingredients, very few ingredients. So this is a very easy dish to make. So we're gonna have here the first ingredient, the most important ingredient that we have right here is called plátano. And plátano means plantain. We're gonna use the green ones. Make sure that they are the green ones, not the ripe ones, because that will be sweet ones. The next one that we have here, we also have aceite de freír. This aceite means oil. Aceite de freír means to fry, and because we're gonna be frying some plantains today. And in order to season them, we're gonna add just a couple of spices. One of them is ajo, and as you can see, ajo is garlic. And we're also going to use aceite de oliva, which you can see is olive oil. And then one secret ingredient that we have also is a chicharrones. Very important. They're very crunchy and very flavorful, so they're going to give a lot of flavor. And we're also going to have some salt and pepper, sal y pimienta, to make sure that we season them to taste. The most important tool of the day that we're going to use is what we call el pilón. And we actually have here today a very, very important pilón. This belonged to Mrs. Torres Bolan's mom. It was passed down to her, and she is very honored to be using it today in our recipe.
A lot of mofongos were made,
Lots of mofongos. So we have a couple of them. Now, the aceite.
Oh, yeah. So I wanted to point something out over here about the aceite. So Miss Vargas showed us where we have here aceite de oliva, right? And then we also have aceite de freír. So she did mention that aceite means oil, but can you guys identify this cognate right here? Oliva. Do you guys see it? What word does it look like? What Spanish word does it look like?
You can do it.
Does it sound like olive?
Very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. It's a true cognate.
And then we have our word here. A lot of people say plantain, and they're using the Spanish word plátano, and they're just pronouncing it in English.
Good. All right. So what do we do next?
Okay, so Miss Milanes, Miga, is going to help us get the first thing that we're going to do. We have to obviously peel the plantain. So she's going to help us with that. And basically, el plátano, muy bien. She's going to go ahead and cut it for us. So
So el plátano is the essential ingredient of this wonderful recipe of mofongo. This is the base. This is what's going to hold all the wonderful flavors of this recipe. So there is a trick to cutting and peeling the plátano, rather. It is good to leave it soaking on water to help tenderize the skin. And once you do that, get it out of the water, you begin by cutting the ends, okay, of the plátano. Plátano has an arch section, as you can see here. The trick is to cut it on the back, okay, on the top. So turn it around carefully with a sharp knife, very carefully. Safety first, absolutely. We're going to slice the knife with just the tip from one end, okay? And then we're going to use our thumbs to help us peel the skin back from the plátano, just like this.
if it becomes a little too tough to peel, it's a good idea just to run it through cold water. But it usually comes out in pieces, or sometimes, if you're very lucky, it comes out all in one piece like this. So it's very easy. And again, you can it makes it easy to run it through cold water.
All right. So now I'm going to pass it over to my friend Chris. She's going to show us the next step.
So we're going to cut it in sections about 1 inch, just regular round sections, and then we will simply take it over to be fried.
Wow, and now you can see that I'm frying some of them already. You can see the difference. The one that I already fried, they turned like yellow. You can see it over here. I hope you can see it. And these ones are still frying. So it takes like about 15 minutes to fry them. Okay, so we're going to show you the next step very soon. But why you don't talk about how you use you either do the mofongo or another dish from your country?
Yeah, for sure. So one of the things that we were talking about is that there are actually dishes from all Hispanic countries that you can do with green plantains. And you know what, guys? There's a very similar dish that we do in the Dominican Republic. My dad is Dominican. Shout out to dad. Hola, chichi, bendición. So actually, in the Dominican Republic, you do the same thing. You peel the green plantains, you cut them into little wheels, but instead of frying them before you mash them. And Christina, you were mentioning something about another dish that you can do with green plantains. What is it?
Well, we cut them just like that, the round, and deep fry them instead of just fry them in a little bit shallow oil. Pull them out and smash them so that they're a little bit flat, you see, like this, and then deep fry them one more time and salt them. And we call them in Panama tacones, and
we call them tostones.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing, right?
It is.
Dominican Republic, mango.
Mango. That dish from the Dominican Republic is called mango.
Yes, yes.
And also, you can also like fry them a little thinner, like this. And in Ecuador, we call them chifles.
Chifles. That's so cool because I know that in Cuba they call those mariquitas. because they're like butterfly wings. And so, Miss Houghton, you're actually from Kentucky, right? So, have you ever tried dishes with green plantains?
Of course, Kentucky, I didn't grow up in a Spanish-speaking country, but I've had a lot of experience with a lot of cultures. A lot of friends from different countries, so I would go over to their house and their moms would cook me very authentic dishes. So that's when I had my first experience.
Oh, super cool. Hey, Tanya ayer mentioned that we call those thin fried plantain chips platanutres in Puerto Rico. That's absolutely
I
right.
remember that.
All right. So,
So I want to ask you something to Summer. Why you decided to become a Spanish teacher?
So I decided to become a Spanish teacher because I started studying Spanish in college. I absolutely love the language, love the culture. Actually went to Spain and studied in Spain and fell in love. So I've met a lot of wonderful people. I continue to learn.
we've been
Okay,
frying
they're
some of the
fried.
little
Yeah,
wheels,
so
and now we're just going to put them in a little basket with a napkin so that we can, the napkin soaks up the oil.
okay,
And I'm sorry that you guys couldn't, there you
can
go.
you see it?
Now they can see it
All
for
right.
sure. All right, so we're going to start with, yes, we can start with these. Okay, so now Summer's going to take over. All right, so Summer, what are we doing here right now?
So now what we are going to do is we are going to take the plantains that have just recently been fried and we are going to place them one or two at a time into the pilon and we're going to mash. And you want to really, really get in there good and mash them all very, very well. And like I said, just do one or two at a time and then you add a couple more and mash.
Super. Okay, so remember that Miss Vargas mentioned that there are some ingredients to make it salty and delicious. And we're going to start and flavorful. So we are going to start with the ajo or garlic. So Christina's going to show us a cool trick to get the skin, right?
So you cut off the end that had where the roots were, and you just smash it, and it comes right out of the skin. But it's also a life lesson because the beautiful smell and flavor that comes out of the ajo, the garlic, you don't get unless you cut it or smash it. And that should be the same with us. The beautiful things that come out of us should show up even in those difficult times.
I love that. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
All right. And Paola has like a super cool gadget that she also uses for her ajo. So can you show us that and how it
I
works?
mean, there's a few, but this is something that I actually found. So all you have to do is, once you have, so you don't have to do it like that. So same thing, you only cut the end of the garlic. And I guess I should have done that before. We have to have that.
We do. The gift of
I'm gonna
time.
give you the time to, if you can just give you the time to also sample our so hold on. So we're just gonna no she's gonna put it out here.
Yeah, she's just gonna go ahead and take the skin off and then
And then we're gonna just put the garlic right there. This is actually a fun way to mince the garlic. It's just a little tool. I don't even know how it's called. But take a little card. Yeah, and then that's it. It's all smashed for you. So.
We'll need one of those.
Okay.
yeah.
If you want to get your hands all,
Birthday present ideas, Mother Day's present ideas. Get us one of those mincers.
It's lovely. And now we have minced garlic.
Okay, so what do we do with the garlic next?
So what we do is we are going to place the minced garlic inside the pilon. And we are also going to smash it down. But while we do that, we're also going to take a little bit of the aceite de oliva. And we're going to put a teaspoon of that in there. Or as what my family likes to do is just pour from your heart. That works as well. So once we put that in, we are going to continue, and you can see it. We are going to continue to mash all of the ingredients together.
All right, so now our pilon is almost done. Oh, there's one more thing, guys. Remember we had la sal y pimienta? All right. So what you do is you're just going to taste it to see if it's
So you
salty
get it.
or peppery.
So you get a spoon
The chicharrones are salty.
and you get just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to put in the chicharrones, the pork grinds.
So we just take a few.
Also pour from the heart.
Right. And we are going to few more. Yeah. We like to crunch. We're
Just
gonna
mix it all together. That's looking beautiful, guys. I hope you can see it. Oh my God, look at that. Yes, that's perfect.
okay. And then once you get those in, then you just take a little tasting spoon and try it.
What do you think, Ms. Hooden? Does it need a little bit more salt or pepper?
We can add a little bit more.
Okay.
So we have salt. And we're just gonna put just a little bit. We're also gonna add a little bit of pepper. And then we are going to mash again. Once again, we say put some elbow grease into it. That's what we say.
I think I'm making my own mofongo.
All right. So once we have all that mashed together, what's the next step? What are we going to do now?
We're gonna eat it.
But first, we have to fill it. Fill it.
Exactly. So our pilon, which is what we're using right now, is not only the mortar where we're going to make it, but it's also the dish where we're going to serve it. Okay. So once we have all the mofongo mashed in there, nice and tight with all the flavors, we're going to just fill it. So let's go over here. All right. So Miss Vargas, talk to us. What's this? Water.
And all you're gonna do is you can just
Rotisserie pork. In Cuba, they call it pernil. In Panama, they just call it aso or yeah.
Good meat, yeah.
So it's kind of roasted in its own juices, so it's very, very flavorful just by itself.
All right. So let's give it a shot. Where is our beautiful mofongo? Right here.
So, right here we have the pilon, and we have the mashed plantains, chicharrones, garlic. So now we are going to start to fill it. And I'm going to fill this one with the ceviche. So what you do, you take the pilon, and we are going to stuff it. It has the shrimp, cilantro, all the yumminess in here.
It looks amazing. We have.
Okay.
All right,
Then
perfect.
we are just going to put the last little bit in. Okay.
Very good.
Okay. So what I have done now is I have filled the pilon with the ceviche. So now what we will do, just to top it off, give it just a little extra special touch, is you take one of the plantain chips and you just stick it in the top.
Yay!
Did your mom have many of these? Like, did she serve them always like that, or did you just?
No, actually, that is a very good question because we have only one pilon, so she will make like a ball stuffed, and then she will put it on the plate.
And Mira, you know that in Ecuador we also have something that's called bolas de verde. Easily stuffed with chicharrón or queso or queso. with cheese. So we're gonna eat that for breakfast. So plantain has lots and lots,
Breakfast.
lots of uses.
Very versatile. Very versatile. Plátano.
And you know, in Cuba, they also do it with ripe plantains and they mash them together, and it's called fufu.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
with the ripe plantains, they're called fufu. All right, so now the victims. All right, so if you thought that us, the adults, were gonna try the dish, y'all wrong. Of course, we're gonna bring experts in fine dining to this experience, and these are our peeps. Hi, everybody, say hi.
We have recruited some of our own children and neighbor children to help us taste the recipe.
So everyone's here in.
Oh, Carla.
Hola.
Hey, Carla.
Hola, Gavin.
Who else do we have here? It's like I didn't sign up for this, guys. They just said free food, and I came. Hey, Scott. All right, so who wants to try the mofongo? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, guys. At the table.
So you can try it. Let us know when you can sit around the table.
We've set up a dinner table for the kids. Isn't this cool, guys?
Okay. So you want to bake them?
We wanted to try the
Okay, so someone going to try this one?
Okay, so, guys, yes. Miss Torres, she actually did another mofongo for us, stuffed with the pork, with the
Lots of chips.
and Summer put a lot of chips in there. We don't mind. Lots. All right, so you guys are gonna try the different mofongos, and we want you to let us know, like, which ones you like best.
Okay.
Team ceviche, team pork.
So this one is a ceviche.
Put in a little bit of the mofongo there.
Yes. Let me just.
Or you guys can have like, maybe we can put both. Like, yeah, for sure.
I like that idea. That way they can.
Make sure they have some plantain in there so that they can tell. So guys, after watching us do the mofongo recipe, do you think it's something that you guys could do?
Yeah. Well, like on a busy day.
On a not busy day.
There's our fan base right here.
So, that's awesome. That's for me. Uh-huh. Let us know what you think. Sponsors.
All right, guys. So tell us what you think.
Ay, both are good.
They're both good? ¿Te gusta el mofongo? Hey, can you tell him what gusta means so that he can learn it too? Oh, very good. Very good. That's right.
Provecho. Buen provecho.
Wow, what are they eating before us?
I don't know. I think we made some mistakes here.
They really like it. They're eating. Very good.
All right, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna flip the camera real quick. So that was our Mofongo presentation from the Jelly Beans Spanish 1 pod from the Boltman Schoolhouse. Boltman's in the house.
The jelly
Shout out to Abby and Amy and Elisa. Thank you for your support from your classrooms, helping us have the time today to share this with everybody.
And we hope that you cook the mofongo for your family and buen provecho.
Buen provecho! Bye!